Hey everybody, here we have the top scorer contest. The goal of this video is just to give you all an idea of the squad. I'm going to discuss the rules of the contest in just a minute. So what you're going to be doing is commenting on this video who you think is going to end the season with the most goals scored. With that said, let's go through the rules. How are we going to do that? So to enter, you're going to place your comment down below with your guess on the player who's going to end the season with the most goals scored. You know, there's probably going to be multiple people thinking the same, guys, because I know you're all pretty clever. First tiebreaker is when you post your comment, please leave the number of goals you think they'll score in the season. That'll be my first tiebreaker. Closest person to the actual ending total with their guess will win in that bracket. In the event of two guesses being not exact but the same distance apart, one person guesses 2 goals too high, one person guesses 2 goals too low, the winner of that will be the one that is 2 goals too high. I'm going to go that way because, you know, it shows positivity, thinking that I'm going to score more goals than I actually did. So that'll be that. In the event that we got two or more people guessing with the same player, same goal totals that are both the closest to the actual, the winner of that, which will be the final tiebreaker, is who posted their comment first. A little childish, maybe a little like, young kids, but hey, it's gonna work out. So a few other things that we'll take care of. All of the entries that I'm going to consider must be posted before I post the second match after the January transfer window ends. I'm giving you that much time because in that transfer window the team could change. If you make your guess early on and that player ends up getting sold in January, well, there go your chances of winning. It's not impossible, but likely that way. So you have up until then to post a second guess. Anything after that second match after the January transfer season ends will not be considered. You're done. That way no one can post before the last game of the season and go, oh, this guy's going to win. That's cheating. That's silly. So you've got quite a while to think about it, make your guesses, changes. Only your last posted comment will be considered. So if you post something, as soon as I post this video, and then change your mind later on, only that later comment will be considered. First one, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to change it. Only one viable guess per person. I'm going to keep track of this on my own, so any comments that you edit or delete could still count for you. Mostly so no one changes at the end and then figures out their first guess is right and deletes it. That's kind of what I'm thinking on that rule. In the event that 2 players end up on the same goal total, we're just going to lump them all together, anybody that might win that, and the same tie-breaking rules will apply. Who was the most accurate with their goal total, and then who posted their correct or most correct guess first. So all your guesses must be on this video. If you post it on a different match video or something like that, that's not this video, not going to count. Can't win. The prize for winning the contest, if you are the winner at the end, not sure yet. Considering no income, it's probably going to be a small gift card to some online store. Amazon's great. So. And it also depends on where from. I think the majority of my views are coming from the UK at the moment, so I'm not going to talk about values yet until we figure out what currency we're talking about. I think that's all I need to talk about in terms of rules. If I do think of anything else, I'll add annotations to the video or something. Maybe over the part that the change rule will apply to. If you've got any questions on that, also leave comments down below. Okay, enough yakking. Let's get into the team. So let's look at it. Jose Miguel Sabera, he's a goalkeeper. Not likely to score many goals. Andras Struna, there we go with his stats. What you might find useful, before I get too far, is to look at a player's stats for longer. Just pause the video, have a look, figure out what their strengths are, figure out how likely they are to score goals. I'll probably spend 5-10 seconds on each player, quick blurb about how they play and all that. So yeah, so there's Struna. Ismail Yakubu, center back. That's pretty much all he plays. Sometimes gets up for corners, may score a goal or two, but you never know. Cedric Jugu, another center back. He's probably going to play a lot. Andrew Hughes, he's already got 1 to his tally this season. All goals in a season are viable, that we get to that point. So the preseason friendlies, cup games, league games, all are going to be added together for a final total that they've scored over the season. Victorino Fernandez, one of our last signings. Fairly pacey kind of guy, decent shooter as well, at least in terms of shot power, penalties, volleys, curve. His actual finishing isn't that great. Michael Flynn, good at long shots. It would not surprise me to see him score a goal or two this season. Lee Minshall, big strong guy. If he gets into the box when a cross is coming in, you can expect him to get a decent attempt on it. Rick Ralty, Rindika Ralta, our left midfield, probably get a decent amount of playing time. He's got some good competitors in Wilmot and Sandell, but he's looked likely getting into the box. He's fired a few shots away, possibly a goal coming, or some goals coming from him. Chris Zabrowski, he hasn't broken the score sheet yet, but he's got a good balance of stats. He's a decent finisher, decent, okay passer, I suppose. Good on the ball, so he could set up a lot, he could score a lot. It's all up to him, really. Christian Jolly, good pacey guy. If he can break through the defense and get a good ball in, we'll definitely see him scoring some goals. Rene Howe, he's already bagged 3 this season. He's our current leader. If you've been watching the videos, you notice that all of those are from crosses. He's really good in the air, good strength, good heading accuracy. Darren Jones is one of our center backs. He's also fairly good in the air. Not, doesn't have great stats besides his physical ability, but wouldn't surprise me if he scored a goal or two coming up at a corner. Marco Somoza mostly is our main right back, but it wouldn't surprise me to see him pushing forward if we lose one of our right mids or something. Sibasiso Kamalo, left back, probably our main choice there, but Andrew Hughes will be getting some game time there. Maybe Sandell or Wilmot will push back if the need arises through injury. Jan Klukowski, decent all-around midfielder, probably more of a setup man, but you never know where goals are going to pop up from. Robbie Wilmot, decent striker, quite pacey if he can cut in from the wing. He's had a few chances on goal already, might see him get some more. Joe Piggott, he is on loan from Charlton. If I recall, he'll be with us for most of the season, and I don't have any plans to send him away. No goals yet, but he's an all-around striker, except for his speed. He's not very quick, but decent in all other attacking stats. Ryan Jackson, fairly pacey. He's mostly going to play on the right wing. He's probably going to come off the bench a lot. I find he's useful in that situation. He can play right back or right wing. He's got the speed to break in, so if we find that angle, you can expect him to have some shots on goal. Joe Day is our third choice keeper. He is not likely to score goals, but his loan period will be over in half a season. I'm not sure if that means end of December or January. But so he's not going to be around forever. Kevin Feely is our last choice center back. He'll get a few games. Looking at his stats, not particularly great. Probably not going to score too many goals, to be honest. Mark Byrne, he's been looking like a feisty guy. No goals yet, but he's definitely worked hard in midfield for us. And I don't know if he'll score too many goals, but he's set up 1 or 2 so far. Lenny Pidgley, our other goalkeeper, he competes with Silbera, but still not likely to score goals unless we throw him up for a corner and miracles happen. He puts in a header. Danny Bejarano, our first choice midfielder, looking pretty good. I think he might be injured at the moment. Yeah. Oh, training injury, yeah. Bruised elbow, but he'll be back. He's not going to be out for too long. No goals yet, but he's set up pretty much all of Rene Howe's goals. Decent putting in crosses. Adam Chapman, one of our better center midfielders. I think he'll come up pretty well. He developed well for me last year as Newport County. So he's definitely capable of popping up with a few goals. He's a well-rounded midfielder. Aaron O'Connor is our veteran striker. He's sitting on 2 goals at the moment. Great finisher, good speed, good physical stats, but he is old, he is deteriorating, but he has put in some important goals for us already. Andy Sandell has picked up 1. We put him in center midfield for that game, although he's most likely to be playing on the left. He's a good shooter, good long shots. If he can be taking shots in and around the box, he will likely hit more goals for us. Ellis Redmond's out on loan for the whole season, don't have to worry about him, and that is the whole list. So, analyze that as you will. Place your guesses. Remember, waiting longer reduces your chances if someone guesses the same player as you. Good luck. Place your guesses down there. Remember, player and your predicted goal total. That's the main tiebreaker we'll be using. Any other questions, leave them down. Like, subscribe, sure. And that's about it for this contest. Prices will be determined towards the end once we figure out how much we're going to have available to send out, and where you're from, whoever the winner may be. So thanks for watching, good luck, post your guesses, and we will see you in the next match.